Welcome back everybody. In this video I'm going to be replacing this 30 amp 125 volt power inlet. There's a few reasons I'm going to be replacing it. It's not a marine grade, this one's a marine grade, and then it's also getting discolored from the sun, so it's going to become brittle. And I also have a problem with the threads here are starting to wear on it, and I'm not getting a nice tight clamp down when I put my power cord on. And then when you put your cord in, you put it in and you lock it in place, then you put this ring on here to hold it. So I'll show you in this video in a few minutes here the difference in the marine grade compared to what this one is here. And then before that, I'm just going to show you, you're going to see a couple flashes of pictures of one on another trailer that I replaced one of these out, where it's not built very well, and it just disintegrated. For some reason it didn't overheat or anything like that, it just busted up. So the marine grade one is built a lot better, and so what I'm going to do is I'll show you that clip, and then I'm going to zoom in close here so you can compare the two different inlets. So on these, the quality of this one isn't as good as this one. This one will cost you a little bit more, but it's worth it. You can see the screws here holding it in place. This thing can get brittle and it could break. This one is nice and solid here, and it everything's kind of built in really tight, waterproof, where this one isn't. So I like this one a lot better. You're going to pay a little bit more, but it's worth it. So we'll go ahead and we'll get this removed and replace it with this one, and I'll show you how I do that. First, I'm going to remove these screws here. I have a Robert's head bit, and I'm going to reuse these screws because the other one didn't come with screws. Now that those are removed, let's see if we can get this off. Just like that. So see what this looks like back here? And then compared to this one, it's a lot better quality. So this one clamps down nice with a nice tight water seal. You shouldn't need a water seal in the back here, because if you have water inside your trailer, it's not a good thing, as everybody knows. So what I'll do is I'm going to slide this back and then disconnect the wires here. This one also comes with a nice gasket, a lot better quality gasket than this one. So I'm going to get this peeled back a little bit so we can disconnect the wires. So I cleaned this area up here just using a microfiber towel and Windex. Clean that up. This here is usually clamped in place. I just took some needle nose pliers and just pried it and worked it out. I don't care if I break it because I'm not using this again. In order to loosen up this from the wire itself. And I'm able to slide it back like that. Then I take a Phillips screwdriver and I disconnect these wires. And I'm not worried about where they're going to go on the new one yet, because I'm going to show you on that new one, it's got things color coded on the back here, just like this. That's green for ground, black for black, and white for neutral. So I'm going to show you what the other one looks like. It's nice and clear, so I'm not worried about switching wires around with it. So this is just a standard Phillips screwdriver. So you can see, got it like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and straighten these wires out and pull this off. With the new one here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off, unscrews off, and this opens up just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and place this over this. And then I'm going to put this rubber gasket here because I want to make sure I have it there because it's going to be behind this. So it's important I put that there. This here, what I'll do is it just twists like this. It comes off like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And I'll just tighten that on there slightly. I'm going to pull the wire out. And just so you know, if you have any inverters or any other power supply coming into your trailer, creating power, make sure everything is off on your trailer. So you don't want to be sending any power into this here, or you could get shocked pretty bad. Or so with this one, that just says torque the screws. And so you can see right here, hopefully you can see, here's green, black, and white. So we're just going to match this up. Green is a ground here. This bare wire. I take the Phillips screwdriver, make sure it's open here, which it is. And make sure on all of them it is open all the way so I get my wires in. Better to do it now than try and do it later. Put the green wire here. Make sure it's in all the way. Try and do this so you can see it happening, but it's not working very well. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten that down. You want to get it really tight. So the green's on, and now I'm going to go ahead and get the white in place. And that's where it helps if you got needle nose pliers to kind of work your way in with the wires. I should have actually put all these wires in place and then tightened them all down so they'd all slide in so I wouldn't be fighting with it. So that white one, I know the white one's in place. I'm going to go ahead and make sure it's in there and then tighten it down. Just like that. And then I'm going to make sure the black wire is in place. Because if you don't have a good connection here, you could have a short later. So it's very important you get the wires in like that. And I'm just going to go around and check them one more time. So it's nice and snug. I pull test these, make sure they don't come out. They don't. And then we'll go ahead and put this on here. Remember, it just goes here and it turns to lock in place. Can't see too well. My camera's in the way. Turned it and locked it in. And then here, I'm going to have to flex this wire. So there we go. That'll tighten down the wires so that if it ever gets pulled on the other end, it's not going to pull the wires on here. So now we're going to go ahead and put this gasket here, like that. It's not easy to open these things without them mounted to the wall. So now, it didn't want to go in there, so it just fights with me and pushes itself back out. So I'm going to go ahead and get a screw in here. Make sure it's going through the rubber there, the seal. I'm just going to start it. I'm not going to snug it up all the way tight. I'm just going to put it in there loose. I'm going to do that with all of them, and then I'll go around and tighten them up. I just looked in the back to make sure that I was in the hole there. So, one more screw. I want to be careful I don't strip out the fiberglass siding. So you could do this as a hand Robert's head screwdriver if you like, but I feel comfortable doing it like this. And then I can turn it by hand too. I don't need to use the screw gun itself. So those are all tight. So this one actually fit right in place. A lot better quality than this one. I like it a lot better. So I just want to make sure I got a good quality one here. There are some other ones out on the market that are even better quality than this, but they're pretty expensive. So I think it's called a smart plug. I'll make sure I put in the description below this video a link to all the products I use, and a link to the video where I replaced one before where this is all disintegrated, and links to that smart plug or any other plugs that are out on the market, so you have a choice. These come in white or black. So anyway, that's it. Well, let's see. I'll go ahead and put this on. I have this here. Let me zoom out a little bit. This one's kind of nice. So at home, when I want to just like before a trip, I go ahead and want to just power up the refrigerator to make it cool down overnight. I just have this one. I hook it to extension cord to go into the house. This here goes in and turns, and you can feel it lock in place. That one's a lot tighter than the other one was. And then this ring here, you make sure it's tight. And then I always put this down so if there's any rainwater, it'll run off. So that's about it. So if you like this video, I hope you give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, I hope you subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified of future videos. Thanks for watching everybody, and take care and happy camping.